Hello and welcome to GemTrue. Today I'm going to talk about a product that we've had available for about 6 months. But before I do, for any new people here, GemTrue is our branding and GemTrue.com is our retail store. Behind GemTrue is DKai Tools. DKai Tools is the manufacturing part of the business, which is based here in Shenzhen, China, and has been manufacturing tools and equipment for the diamond industry, gemological equipment, packaging, etc. for the whole industry for over 15 years now. Anyway, so today, as I just said, I want to talk about a product that we've had available for about 6 months, and it's a combination testing set. It's our DKai ARETE, and that's the synthetic diamond tester, handheld for loose stones and mounted stones, and our standard diamond Xperia, just a standard thermal diamond tester. The reason we've combined these two sets is because when testing on a synthetic diamond tester, a CZ will usually show up as diamond, and a lot of people are testing a whole range of different stones. Despite that the synthetic tester is only for diamonds and synthetic stones, that would be HPHT, CVD, or type 2A synthetic stones. Also, this tester can test moissanite. When you put a CZ on it, it will show diamond. So, as I just said, if you've got a whole bunch of stones and there are CZ in there, then a combination set is a great idea. It's called the GemTrue Combo Pro Set, and what I'm going to do is walk you through it, tell you a little bit about it, unbox it, tell you how it's powered, run through some very important points, and just show you how to use it. Okay, so let's get into this and have a look. Okay, so let's start with the unboxing. It comes in a box like this. Just lift off, nice and easy. And there are 2 layers to it. So on the top, you've got the synthetic diamond tester, the GemTrue ARETE. The item number for this is DK10200. And that comes, as I've previously mentioned when I did one of my previous videos, comes in a nice case like this, so you can carry it out and about for testing when you're out in the field. And a nice hard zip case. Also in here you have the tester itself, and that also comes in another small case, actually, if you just want to slip it in your pocket at exhibitions and stuff, if you don't want something as bulky as this. Now before I undo that, let me tell you what else we got in here. We got the loose stone holder, which is very important always when testing loose stones. You must never hold them in your fingers. You must always put them in a loose stone holder. That will eliminate false readings and confusion, etc. So we'll just put that aside for the moment. So you get a loose stone plate in there, plus a small cleaning cloth there. Let's put these items aside, have a look at the tester briefly. Okay, so you've got a pull string, nice velvet bag here. This tester is a touchscreen tester. It runs on 4 AAA batteries. Now, with all testing equipment that has replaceable batteries, you must use high quality, high power, alkaline. Have to be alkaline and a well-known brand. Okay, don't use cheap fake batteries. If you do, what will happen is when you start testing, the tester will just shut down. So that's the tester. So I'll go through the batteries, etc. in a moment once we've had a look at the other tester. And underneath here, we have the other tester. So you just lift this off. You've got instructions in here, warranty there, and also, actually I've already unpackaged it, important notes to read. And you must read through the important notes when using this tester. A lot of people take testers for granted that, oh, you just get them out of the box, put the batteries in, and you can test. This is a professional testing equipment. It has to be used as per the instructions, as per the important guide that I've just shown you and important notes. Okay, so down here we've got the GemTrue Diamond Plus, or we also call this the Diamond Xperia. This is just a standard thermal diamond tester. It's packaged in a leather case. It has 4 instructions on here how to use it, and again, that is a must read. It's very easy, very well laid out. That is a must read. You should read right through this, and this also has It's maintenance in the back, technical information, it's all there. Okay, so let's put that aside. The tester here itself, again, comes packaged in a leather case. It has another stone plate in here. So again, when testing loose stones, never hold them in your fingers. Always place them in the loose stone plate. This tester, very straightforward thermal tester. We've been manufacturing diamond testers for quite a number of years now, to the point where I can't remember when we started. And the reason we started is I saw that there are a lot of testers on the market that were difficult to use, complicated and confusing. And I just wanted to make testers that were reliable and easy as possible to use. So this is a thermal diamond tester. It only tests diamonds. It separates diamonds from stones that are not diamonds. So for example, if you have a CZ and you put this on a CZ, it will do nothing. It will not make a sound, it will not make any noise whatsoever, and it will not illuminate. However, it will tell you if you've put it on a ruby or sapphire, other type of stone we call that. It's not a gem tester, it's not for separating different kinds of gems, etc. And it's not for separating ruby from sapphire. But if you do happen to put it on a ruby or sapphire glass, it will illuminate red. If you put it on diamond, it will illuminate blue with a different sound. If you're testing mounted stones and you're like me, can't see so well, highly recommend using a pair of glasses or a large desktop magnifying glass. If you do, still then cannot see so well, and you actually touch the metal area of where the stone is mounted, it will illuminate metal alert. So that metal alert means it's to tell you you're not on a stone, you're on the part of the mounting of the jewellery on the metal. It is not a metal detector or a gold tester. Okay, I just want to clarify that because there's some confusion sometimes. So that's that. Now, we'll start with, when using the combo set, if you know that you're going to have a mix of stones, be it diamond or synthetic stones, some rubies or some sapphires in there, and especially some CZ, then we should always start with the thermal tester, with the diamond tester first. Okay, so let's get into that. Okay, so the diamond tester. So before you do anything, you have to put the battery in. Now, this diamond tester, as I said, runs on high-powered alkaline batteries, well-known brands. Do not use low-powered, cheap batteries on either of these testers, and do not use non-alkaline batteries. They have to be alkaline batteries, high-powered batteries. Okay, now when these testers are new, the battery cap is always a little bit stiff and will loosen up over time. Some people have a little trouble getting the lid off. To get it off, you just press here and here together. So holding the tester firmly, and if it doesn't come off, just wiggle it a little bit, and then you can push it off as well, like I just did. Okay, so you can actually use your left hand and just push it away from the body. Be careful not to overpress or you will break the tabs off. Although they are very strong, you don't need to use aggressive force or force it. As my father always said, if it doesn't move, try again, take a breath. Anyway, so this is the connection. Now, when this has a clamp, so you cannot pull the wire out unless you're being heavy-handed, and then you'll break it, which avoids the warranty. So this is a connection for the battery. Now, we're actually using a rechargeable battery. That means this is recharged on an independent charging device away from the tester. This tester does not charge the batteries, okay? So some people ask, oh, well, what's this hole for at the bottom? What's this DC 9 volt in the bottom? That is for a separately purchased, not included in the package, power pack. So if you're testing hundreds and hundreds of stones all day long, and you don't want to keep replacing batteries or independently charging batteries, you can purchase from us the correct power supply for this. That's a pre-order. You need to contact us directly and we'll arrange one for you. You should not use a non-GemTrue one. It should be from our company. I'm not trying to sell you there. It literally is because it has surge protection built into the power supply, because this has a CPU inside, and if you put the wrong type in there or the wrong type of power into here, you will damage the tester, which voids the warranty. Okay, so moving on. Make sure you get the connections around the right way, okay? Don't put them around the wrong way. Pop your battery on, press it down. Another extremely important point when removing the battery is a lot of people just go boom, like that and just tug the battery off of the terminals. Where if you keep doing that, you will loosen the connections inside here and you will have to send the tester back for repair, which is also not part of the warranty. So when removing the battery, take hold of the black piece like this, just pull it off. Just take care with it, okay? Right, so that pops in there like that, pop the battery in, and you can put the lid back on. Okay, take the lid off before you test. Now, with all these kind of copper tipped testers, these, not this, you don't need to do it with this tester. It's very different. But with these thermal testers, these kind of testers, you need to make sure the clip's cleaned. If you haven't used it for a long time, then being copper, the tip will naturally tarnish and become dirty, which can lead to false readings. Also, should not touch the tip, but they do get greasy and dirty and bits of flick. And the best way to clean a tip is just on a blank piece of paper. Just go round and round a few times. So if you haven't used a tester for a while, just clean up your tip, shine up your tip like that. Okay, and then it will be nice and shiny, ready to use. Before we move forward, this tester also has an ultraviolet light built into the tip as an independent tool for checking the fluorescence of diamonds. It's the correct wavelength for that. And you just pull it back like that, and then I won't shine it directly in the camera, but you'll see the ultraviolet light has come on. That's independent from anything else on the tester. Then you put it back to the off position and then move forward into diamond. So when you move forward for testing diamond, the tester will need to do a self-calibration, which is what it's doing now, and the red light will flash. If you notice the red light flashing very quickly, it means your battery is low and you need to replace it. When the light is green, it's ready for testing. It's self-calibrating and it's testing the room temperature. Just wait a minute. It usually, there you go, it takes about 15 to 18 seconds. Some people say, oh, it's a long wait. Other testers are quicker. They are. But we like it like that because it makes the tester ready and more stable for testing. This tester works on checking the thermal temperature of the stone and also resistance, okay? That is why when you are testing, it's very important to hold this silver testing gripping area, okay? You should not hold these kind of testers like this. You should not put your fingers around the tip or close to the tip like this. You should not do that, or this, or this. It's not a knife, okay? So you just hold it with your thumb and forefinger, either in your left or right hand. It works both ways, whatever you prefer, like that. And these are the colors that are going to illuminate. This is your key, okay? Okay, so let's start with a diamond. So this is a mounted diamond. Now also, as I just said, you shouldn't hold the tip around here. You're going to transfer heat, too much heat, you're going to get it greasy. And being a thermal tester, it's going to change the temperature and give you a false reading. So it's the same with the stone. Before testing, it's always advisable to clean. Now I'm going to be cheat here because I can't find my cloth. It does come to apply with a cloth or just a normal lint-free tissue. Just clean the stone like that. I'm using the bag of the other tester. Not a good idea, but better to use a lint-free tissue or cloth that is supplied with it. Not sure what I've done with that. And when testing holding jewellery, do not hold the jewellery like this. As I said, loose stones must be placed on the testing plate and should not be held directly in your thumb or forefinger like that. And it's the same for mounted stones. Why? I'm sure many of you know that a diamond is highly conductive for heat and will raise the temperature of a diamond, thus giving you false readings. So the diamond temperature should be tested at room temperature. Okay, so when testing, you just touch the tip onto the diamond and it will initially go red while it's doing the test. And if the stone is too hot, it'll stay red for longer too. Okay, there you go. So that's blue, and as the key says, diamond, okay? So that's a diamond. Now, as I said, there you go. I touched the metal and it went orange. Do it again purposely, okay? You'll also notice if I continue to test this, if I continue to test it, it will heat up the stone, raise the temperature of the stone. And then you can see now it's not testing. Why? The temperature is too high. Okay, and people go, oh, the tester doesn't work properly. It's because you've raised the heat of the stone, and you can test if a stone's too hot by placing on the underside of your wrist. Very sensitive skin there, I can feel the temperature of a stone. If that's happening, you can just pop this stone onto your stone testing plate or any cooler metal surface, and the heat will draw out and you'll be able to retest and get an accurate test. So this is what I was talking about when I said these are very technical testing equipment and must be used properly, and the important notes document inside the box should be read, and we'll answer all your questions. If you have any more questions, you're welcome to contact us. There you go, it's back to normal. Okay, so that's a diamond. Now, if I get a CZ, I think this is a loose CZ I have here. Yeah. Oh, yo. Excuse me. Butterfingers. Okay, so that's a loose CZ. Now, notice that I was handling the top of the stone, which is really not such a good thing to do. It should be clean. Let me find that cloth. So I'm done with that now. Bear with me one moment. There it is. So you shouldn't handle the top of the stone like that when testing with any tester, really like this kind of tester, because you just get grease on it, and then or hairs, and you can get false readings. And with loose stones, it's recommended to use tweezers to handle the stone, not greasy fat fingers, or for people without greasy fat fingers, greasy thin fingers. Okay, so here we go. So we pop that on this CZ, and with a thermal tester, it will do nothing. Okay, nothing at all. However, if we pop this on a ruby or sapphire that I have here, like this ruby here, it will just go red, always, continuously. So you then know, okay, it's not a diamond, it's not a CZ. And if it's red, obviously it's a ruby. If you put it on a clear stone like this, that's a clear stone there, and it goes red quickly and continues to stay red. It doesn't matter how many lights illuminate, and it doesn't make a sound when it goes red. That's, okay, I'll just explain why that went blue. So that's a sapphire, but if you keep holding it on there, you're putting electrical current into the stone, hence raising the temperature, and then it will start to test as diamond. That's how sensitive these testers are, and that's why it's really important to make sure your stones are clean and being tested at room temperature, and not to continually over-test them. If I test again now, it should have cooled down a little and will illuminate red. There you go. Okay, and this should be a CZ at the end. No, that's a diamond. Okay, yeah, that's a diamond, that's right. We got diamond, sapphire, and ruby in here. So it's a small diamond. Then you got your sapphire, red, no sound. There you go, I touched the metal. Butterfingers. Again, red, no sound for the sapphire. Red, no sound for the ruby. And here we have the CZ again. I think we have a mounted CZ here. Just see if this is our mounted CZ. Yeah, okay. So that is the thermal tester. So now what I've done is, okay, that's a CZ. Good, I don't want to test that on my ARETE synthetic diamond tester. That's a CZ. Good, let's cast that away. We don't want to test that on the ARETE synthetic diamond tester. And this is a ruby and sapphire. Also, the synthetic diamond tester cannot detect these. So we've separated these stones from other stones that we're going to, in our range. I have a whole bunch of other stones here, and normally you go through the whole process, test each one. If they came up ruby or sapphire or nothing, then you've got CZs and non-diamonds there. And then if you've got diamonds, then you move them over here. Remember to turn off your tester. If you don't turn off your tester, it should turn off after 10 seconds. Turn it off and you can place that to one side. And then you come over to the synthetic diamond tester. Okay, the synthetic diamond tester. What you've got here with the synthetic diamond tester. This diamond tester is for testing, for separating, distinguishing between diamonds and synthetic stones and moissanite only. It is not for CZ, it is not for rubies. Okay, if you put a CZ on this, it's going to show you diamond more than likely. Okay, so this tester does not need to be cleaned, the tip does not need to be cleaned in the way that the standard thermal tester cleans. You don't need to clean the tip. It's testing how much light passes through the stone. Okay, it's not testing resistance or thermal temperature. So you do not need to clean this tip on paper or press too hard with this tip or poke anything in the end. If you do so, you will damage the tester, and those kind of things are not covered on the warranty. Okay, so to start with this tester, the most important thing is the power source. So the power source is standard AAA batteries. 4 pieces AAA batteries. Again, we're just using our rechargeable ones here. When I say rechargeable, it means that these go in a separate plug-in-the-wall rechargeable device. Okay, so these are high-powered rechargeable batteries. You can use those if you're doing a lot of testing and you don't want to keep replacing, if you're testing all day and you don't want to keep replacing batteries with new batteries, off-the-shelf ones, then you can use rechargeable batteries. But again, use high-powered ones, otherwise they'll run down very fast and the tester will just turn itself off quickly while you're testing, which is annoying. So make sure you put these around the right way. It's pretty obvious, and there's also a little logo in there showing you, a little picture in there showing you which way around to put the batteries. So there you go. Okay. So on the back you got a little speaker for the sound, and this tester will actually speak to you in a few different languages. This cloth is for keeping your stones clean and also for keeping the screen clean. So initially with this tester, again, the important notes are worth reading. The ARETE instructions are a must read. Actually, they're very easy. They're just pictures there. Very easy. There's some very important points and some important notes on the back. Not as detailed as the main sheet of important notes that I previously mentioned that is in the box. Okay, so to turn this tester on, you just press this button for a few seconds on the side here, okay, and let go. And it'll beep and it'll turn on. Wait for it to start up. And it will tell you that it's self-calibrating. So it's warning, please wait a moment, the GemTrue tester is now calibrating, do not remove the cover cap. The blue line will go across, it's calibrating itself. You never need to have this manually calibrated, it self-calibrates every time you turn it on. Okay, then it says please remove the cover cap. To do that, you just pull here. Very easy. Here's the tip I was talking about. Okay. This tip, do not poke things down in the end of it. Do not bend it, twist it, try to take it out or replace it, and do not clean it on a piece of paper. It doesn't need it. There's a very basic menu on this tester, and I've been through this before, so you can look at our other video which is just talking about this tester completely, but it's very straightforward. If you want to turn it back off now, you can either hold the button on the side or just press the shutdown here. Or if you want to read the instructions, then they're built into the tester. There are no excuses why this tester should not be misused. Okay, instructions are all in there, the same as in the manual. The important notes are not in there. And for those of you who just hate reading instructions, I even made the video of how to use a tester. So that video is built into this tester. It's also on our YouTube channel too. Okay, so it actually shows you how to use the tester. You can sit there while you're drinking your coffee or whatever you like to drink and watch how to use the tester. If you've had enough of the video and haven't the patience to watch it to the end, and I highly recommend that you do watch it to the end, you can hit return or you can pause it. Go back to the main menu, and then you've got some settings here, very basic settings. What you've got here is orientation for left and right-handed users. So if you're a left-handed user or you're a right-handed user, you can switch it, and it will always stay that, and even when you turn it off, it'll stay until you go back into the menu and reset it. So I'm a righty, so there we go. You've also got your volume in here, so you can just pull up the volume even more or lower it if you're in an environment where you don't want to make any noise, and you just look at the screen for the results. And then you've got languages in here. So it's currently in English, so it will not show the English menu for language, the English language option. We've got French, German, Italian, Spanish, and obviously Chinese. As I said, we're a British Chinese company, so our products are made here in Shenzhen, China, to a very, very high standard. So you choose your language, and if you choose Chinese, then English will appear where the Chinese was, or if you choose French, vice versa. Okay, there you go. Right. So go back to the main menu, and then those settings will always stay set once you've done it, even when you turn it off and remove the batteries. Click test to test, okay? So we'll just do a quick test here. So I'm going to show you what happens on this CZ. And you should not test CZ on this really, but it doesn't damage the tester, but it does confuse people. So when testing with this tester, it must be held at 90 degrees to the table of the stone, the top of the stone, okay? Because you want to make a seal between this tip here, okay, and the top of the stone, so the light can come down inside this tip. The light can be shone into the stone and reverse back up into this tip to the sensors inside. You must get a good seal, okay? You should not test like this, or like this, or like this, okay? It has to be 90 degrees, okay? 90 degrees every time. And don't worry about not being able to see the screen. Don't try to look at the screen when you're testing, because it will speak in the language you've chosen. It will tell you on the screen and will stay displayed on the screen for a few seconds after you've completed your test. So you hold it down like I am now.
Diamond.
So it says this CZ is diamond, and that is why we use the thermal tester first, so that we can separate our CZ, our rubies, our sapphire, anything, lumps of glass, anything that is not a diamond or a synthetic stone or a moissanite. So let's start with something over here. So here's a mounted piece of jewellery. So this does close back mounted jewellery. Again, as I said, best to always keep stuff flat on the table. I've already cleaned this one with my tissue. Just holding here to steady it if you want to. And just push down on the stone.
Moissanite.
And that is a moissanite. One more time.
Moissanite.
Okay, so it's nice and clear and loud and stays with the display for a few seconds afterwards. This we've already tested, I believe, and I believe this is our diamond. Again, don't hold the stone up close like this, okay? Let's keep it back like that. See, my fingers are away from the stone.
Diamond.
Diamond, okay? One more time.
Diamond.
There you go. Okay, so what else we got here? I'm not quite sure what this is. I think this might be a CZ or it might be a diamond. No, it's the moissanite. Yeah, that's right. It's our little moissanite.
Moissanite.
Okay, so that's good. And then I've got my loose stones here. So I'm just going to lay the tester down for a moment. Okay, so I'm not so good at this, but we'll have a go. I got a little one there, so put it in a little stone holder. And then we got a bigger one here. And get hold of it, excuse me. I'm a tool maker. I'm not a diamond dealer. And I haven't got my glasses on. Here we go, got it. Okay, let's put that in there. Yeah, that's what you need to happen. So as I say, it's not good to handle these with greasy fingers really. So, okay, I'm gonna cheat. We also, if you're like me and cannot use the tweezers so well, you can purchase one of our stone holders, our stone grabbers, which are like prongs that release around a stone. They're on our website. Okay, there you go. So it's quicker as well. So I'm going to run through these and we'll see what we've got now. I'm pretty sure what we've got here is a moissanite, CVD, and a diamond. How can I forget? Right, so let's have a look and see what we got. Yep,
Moissanite.
as I suspected, that's the moissanite. One more time.
Moissanite.
This is very fast and easy to use. Remember to keep it 90 degrees at the top of the stone, okay?
CVD. HPHT type 2A.
One more time on the CVD, on the synthetic stone there.
CVD. HPHT type 2A.
Now what I want to point out here is this is a synthetic diamond tester. It's made to separate between real diamonds, synthetic stones, and moissanite, okay? It does not separate between the different types of synthetic stones. So it will not tell you this is a CVD and not a HPHT or type 2A. It will just say CVD, HPHT type 2A, meaning it's a synthetic stone. If you want to know exactly what type it is there, then you're going to need to do a lot more different kind of testing using other devices, or if you know what you're looking for, you'd probably be able to tell. Okay, so finally, the diamond, the loose stone diamond. Sorry.
CVD, HPHT type 2A.
And that's a good example why you must take care, because if you bang it around like that and hit the metal, it'll test incorrectly. So once again, just carefully take your time.
Diamond.
There you go. One more time. I'll do that 2 more times on the diamond, okay?
Diamond.
Again, one more time.
Diamond.
All right, so one thing about this tester, to activate this tester, and that's what it's saying here. You can't really see the English in the video, but it's clear to the naked eye. What it's saying is press the tester tip 90 degrees onto the stone so that the tip depresses to start the test. Meaning, if I show you on this moissanite here, all right, you have to, let me get nice and close here. You have to push the tip in slightly so it clicks in
Moissanite.
to do the test. Okay, it will click in. See if I can get a zoom in on that for you. Here, see what we can do. Just bear with me. There we go. All right, so watch. 90 degrees of the stone, push.
Moissanite.
I'm not sure if you can see that just moving slightly, but that tip just moves in slightly.
Moissanite.
Okay, so when you're testing with this, you can feel it. If you don't do it, it won't test. And that's it basically. So just to recap, the DK, let's just zoom out. So there we go. So the DK Diamond Xperia or Diamond Plus, DK item number is 8900. Is a diamond thermal tester for separating diamonds from stones such as ruby and sapphire, and also if you place it on the metal. It's not a metal detector, it's not a synthetic stone tester. If you put this on CZ, it will do nothing. So therefore you know it's not a diamond, therefore it's not going to be a fake stone or anything like that with regards to synthetics. So you can push that aside. If it comes up red, then it's either a ruby or sapphire. You can push those stones aside before you move on to testing with the thermal tester. When finished with this tester, ensure that you replace the cap, and I've already turned it off. And if you're not using it for a long period of time, as I said, just push the cap off. Remember, when removing the battery like that, don't snatch it off the cable, you can damage it. Take the battery out if you're not using it for more than 2 or 3 days. Okay, and that's it. And then the synthetic tester, I'm going to cancel the test because I don't want to do any more tests, and it'll go back to the main menu. And then I'm going to shut it down. And so I pop my lid back on, and then I just press shut down. And it will shut down. And again, if you're not using this tester for 3 or 4 days, or if you're traveling, remove your batteries so they don't go bad or risk leaking or damaging the tester, which is not good. So there you go. I hope I've been clear, and if anyone has any comments or questions, you can contact us. Please go ahead and ask us. If you want to purchase one of these, as I say, this is the DK10-200 GemTrue ARETE synthetic diamond tester. This is, if you want to purchase them separately, this is the GemTrue Diamond Xperia DK8900. However, as I said, they're available in the combo set, and it is called the GemTrue Combo Pro Set, and that's available on our website. And the item number is a long one. It's the DK10-100-8900. Basically, the 2 numbers combined, but it's easy to find on our website. Okay then. So thanks for watching us. I hope that helped people. These kind of testers, no matter of the manufacturer or the brand, they generally follow the same rule of thumb. Some have extra functions. There are testers where both of these devices are combined into one tester, and that is useful, and it also has pros and cons. So everyone has a different opinion. We are doing it like this for the time being as a combo set. If you want to buy the combo set, if you're going to be testing all sorts of stones, if you just know that your diamonds are diamonds and you just want to check that a few synthetics haven't accidentally been slipped in there, then you only need to buy this really. But we're doing a deal on this where the price is pretty much the same as buying the synthetic tester alone. Anyway, once again, thank you very much for watching. And actually, it's that time of year here, Chinese New Year. And so, Xin Kuala, happy Chinese New Year, Year of the Dragon coming up. And I hope it will be successful and great for everybody here. Thanks very much for watching and hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.